Well, welcome to Hamilton County Coaches Show. I'm Perry Williams. Alongside me today is sectional champ number, what is it, 29?
Sectional 24.
Sectional 24, that's right. Sectional 24 champion coach Keegan Cherry. Welcome, Keegan.
Thanks, Perry.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about you got a big. You're going to the regional.
Yep.
You're going to Columbia City, okay, and you play at 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. So we talked about this earlier in the season about your preparation in 2017 of those couple of tournaments that you played on the road, kids staying in a motel. And then playing early in the morning. So let's talk a little bit about that, how that's prepared you for this regional action.
Right, and you're exactly right, Perry. Those things that we do throughout the course of the season, whether it's scheduling, whether it's going on the road, the logistics of staying in a hotel, lining up buses, dinners, meals for the girls, whatever it is, everything that we do is in prep for postseason. And we were fortunate enough to get a big win at Blackford over two really good teams there in Jay County and Yorktown, and hopefully those things that we've done earlier in the season, going up to Fort Wayne and playing in the Kilmer Classic and then going to East Central, has prepared us for this moment, and I think it has.
I can remember as clear as day right now, early on in the season when you and I talked, that you talked about those three seniors, and with Kirtley and Anna Collard and Lexi Branham, all three of those girls, and how important they were going to be at this season, and they certainly have been.
Oh, 100%. I'm thankful to still have time with those three. They're huge pieces of this program. This being my second year, they're a core of the foundation that we're of the things that we're doing here. So I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to practice here this week with them, and frankly, I want nothing more than to keep this thing going.
Absolutely, and the one thing that I noticed in the paper when they interviewed Caitlin about the win and the sectional, what it meant to her, she said that it was a dream that they had back when they were in middle school, that they were going to win a sectional championship before they graduated. And the amazing thing about it, that's when the Huskies, when they were in middle school, when the Huskies made that big run in 2013, which is the last time the Huskies have won a girls sectional. Yeah,
and what's sort of neat about that is, and what they don't realize, but hopefully they will as they get older and mature, is we've got girls now in middle school and even younger that are looking at them, and they want to be Lexi Branham, they want to be Anna Collard, they want to be Kayla Kirtley. So their impact to our program is more than a sectional championship this year. We talk often about what we do here is bigger than us, and it's the Hamiltonites community. It's on our shoulders now, but what we do is try to put our best foot forward and represent the school, our program and community the best way we know how.
Yeah, and that's an important part of it, and those three girls have done an outstanding job doing that. I mean, Kirtley this year, she's a 1,000-point scorer, and there's 5 or 6 in the history of girls basketball that is accomplished. That's a huge accomplishment.
It is.
The job that these girls have done as seniors have been huge.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And we talk a lot about those three seniors, and their accomplishments can't be understated. What they've given to this program has been tremendous and continues to be. But I think those three would be the first ones to tell you also that they can't do it by themselves. Bailey Runner has been fantastic. Lauren Wiley has contributed in a big way. They each, in their own way, were great in their role over there in Sectional 24, and that's why we were able to win.
Absolutely, and I was looking at stats today and talking about Lexi and with Anna, and I looked at the stats, Anna, and sometimes people miss this. I mean, she's not the leading scorer every night, but she had 3 games where she had double-doubles this season, and that was one of the things that you mentioned in concern at the beginning of the season, that Anna had to shoot better. Okay, right. You knew she was going to get the steals, the assists, and the rebounds, right. But her importance of scoring, and she's done a pretty good job at that.
Yeah, she has. I mean, she does all the intangibles that don't show up in the box score, the things that we talk about each time we're together. But you're right. She finished really well around the basket in the sectional, and I've got confidence that she's going to make her free throws now. I mean, regardless of what the percentage says there, when you look it up, her shot from the free throw line is better than it was last year, and she continues to get better. She's a competitor. She understands how to compete. She loves to compete. So she takes that as a challenge to get better, and I have as much confidence in her out there on the floor as I do anybody else.
Now, the one thing about it, you have Marion coming, you're going to be playing Marion, and this will be a little bit different challenge because of the size factor they have. But they also are very young. The one's is sophomore and one's a junior. Mm-hmm. But Kyle is they have her listed at 6'6", right. Okay? And then Turner's at 6'1", and then they got a couple of pretty good guards that play. So, let's talk about some of the things that Wiley and Anna Collar are going to have to overcome because of that size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have tremendous length. They're much like Lafayette Jeff, who we played earlier there towards the end of the season. It's going to come down, we have to be great in our technique, great in our position. We're not going to block anybody's shot, but we're going to be really strong on the backboard, physical in our blockouts. They do have some girls that can shoot it, so we're going to have to recognize personnel, try to keep them out of the lane, and then hopefully, play at our pace. That's one thing that, we try to do in all our games. We want to dictate tempo. They kind of want to get up and down, press, turn you over, shoot layups. So, if we can get them in the half court, I feel good about, being able to get quality shots, and just hopefully we can score one more point than they do.
Yeah, because for the season you held your opponent to right around 37 points a game. So that is your game, okay? And you create a scoring off your defense. Mm-hmm. I mean, because you got Anna leads the way with steals, but she has 80 steals this season, and I know Bailey and Lexi are up there 30, 40 steals. So. Yeah. The defense definitely controls your tempo.
Yeah, definitely. And it's going to be a huge challenge for us. Their length, their guard play. Honestly, when you've got 6'5" or 6'6", whatever it is there in the middle, just throw it up to her and she's going to be able to get it. We don't have that kind of size, but that's what I go back to. Be great in our technique, be great in our position, and then it's a fight. I mean, every possession is a fight. We've got to take it personal and just battle and out-compete them.
Yeah, because I think I was calling another sectional, so I didn't get over there to Blackford to get to see you play, but I understand that both of your games over there were very, very physical ball games, and gosh, Yorktown, double overtime in the regular season, overtime in the sectional. Yeah. They match up pretty good with you.
Yeah, and Yorktown is it's really a matchup problem for us. I mean, they can really stretch the floor. They got girls that can shoot it. They've got a solid post. So anytime you've got a solid post player that you're trying to cover up, you're leaving somebody open, and they've got girls that can knock it down. So we were able to just grind and battle. The girls never quit, and I guess if they had a coach that hadn't called timeout with 1 second to go, we don't want it in regulation.
Oh, well, that happens sometimes. It all worked out.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about preparation, because we talked early in the season and why you had the schedule you had, which is one of the best in the state of Indiana, and why you did that. The two tournaments you played in where you went on the road, you stayed all night. Mm-hmm. But the preparation, like this week, I mean, you practice on Monday, Tuesday, you were in a meeting with principals and ADs and everything about the regionals today. Tomorrow you're going up to Columbia City, which is about a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that, and talk a little bit about, you know, you're going to leave on Friday because you got to play at 10 on Saturdays. Let's just talk a little bit about what prep goes into those type of things, because you know you can't do all this by yourself as a coach.
Right.
So you have a lot of people helping you out getting this this team moved up to Columbia City.
You know, for me, I'm thankful for the opportunity that I had to coach with Brian Hahn at Pendleton Heights. Blessed to have success over there with Kellen and Sean and some of those teams, and be able to win, you know, back-to-back sectionals, and being able to learn from Brian was, you know, tremendous, invaluable for me, and I just sort of take that blueprint of what he did, and I've tried to carry that over to here, and that includes our preparation and our approach to tournament play. We take one game at a time. The girls know nothing other than the next opponent. Now